Awesome. So, hello everybody. Good evening. Welcome to team. I don't what blah, blah, my words are totally wrong. I just totally forgot what to call this team then. Because normally, obviously, it's Rebecca that introduces this call. So, welcome to Team Model Me training on Sunday. Obviously, we have ours on a Monday, so I'm looking forward to seeing you all on tomorrow's training. And I have some really good tips and actual training exercises that we can do for that. But really what I wanted to focus on this week was like conversations that we've had and how we can wrap them up and what it is that I'm doing to build my business and how you guys really can do that too. So really, obviously, the first promotion that we're all getting to is SDD. Obviously, I think something that we can focus on is DD in your first few days of business, which is very simple, it's very doable, and it's extremely duplicatable. So I think that we need to put ourselves really in, most importantly, in a place of certainty, in a place of self-belief, because if you don't have self-belief, people are going to sense that energy from you, and they're going to they're going to vibe off that, and you really want to give off a sense of self-belief and certainty, so that people want to connect with you and people want to be part of what you're doing. So I think first of all, we need to be really aware of what it is that we're doing to really put ourselves in that self-belief space every day. So if you are somebody, for me, like Megan actually asked me this week what I do to stay in, and I thought that was a really good question, Megan, so thank you for asking me. For me, I every morning will say affirmations. I remind myself throughout the day, whatever I am cards or card I pull, I carry around with me all day. And so like if I'm ruffling through my bag, then I spot the I am card and I like kind of will say it to myself again. So today my card was I am kick-ass. Obviously, if you don't have that I am cards, it doesn't mean you can't do that. If I was you, I would set yourself like reminders, daily to say your affirmations if it's something that you can't do. The reason that and the way I got affirmations into my head was that for 2 years, I had it stuck up in my shower. I am, oh my gosh, let me try and think of them. I am my own product and there is a waiting list. I love having 3,626 and 121 pounds in my bank. I feel confident and independent at the same time. I love mixing. I always mix things up in the right order. I am always in the right place at the right time. People love being around me. I am honest, raw, and real. People love my realness. I am full of energy and oh my gosh, it's so funny because I'm so ingrained to saying them in the shower. I find I can't put myself in a place of saying them sometimes. It's so funny, unless I kind of glance at them. But I just really wanted to honestly, affirmations are really the reason I am who I am today. So I really just wanted to encourage you all to really take affirmations seriously and take affirmations as something that you should do. So I think as well, who's joined us on iPhone? I can't see.
That's my Tasha. Can somebody mute
Hi,
her
Tasha.
sound? Because
don't worry, it's all right. She hasn't got any background noise, so it's okay. Thanks for joining, Tasha. Other Tasha. But my name says I'm Andreas, so whatever. And I really just wanted to really just tell you all guys, like we're just talking about affirmations. So I think really, really, really take them seriously. Take it, put it into your head. And also another thing that I do every single day that works really well for me is I watch like a Gary Vee video or a Tony Robbins video. At the moment, I'm loving Gary Vee, so he's my go-to guy every day, and I actually probably watch his videos twice a day. What I do want to say about personal development in terms of watching videos, do not get caught up in sitting and watching videos and thinking that that's paying you and that's working. No, watching videos does not pay you. It is important and it is valuable to watch videos, especially for your mindset if you're somebody that struggles with that, and self-belief is everything. But please do not get caught up in thinking, oh my gosh, I did so much work today. I watched like 10 hours of Gary Vee, because that is just never going to pay you, and it's not going to give you the business that you deserve or that you want. When you guys are talking to people and you're when you guys are talking to people and you're thinking about how to match people's needs, I really want you to all just get understanding of these people and be flexible. Me and Eliana just had this conversation and I was like, I have to share that with the team. Like, be understanding of that they might not be ready for this opportunity at that time. Like, look how long it took some of you to say yes. Some of you might have said yes on day one. Others of you might have said yes 6 months later or 2 months later. And you've got to understand that everybody is different, and that everybody really, you have to meet people where they're at constantly. And if you want to take this business to, you want to take it quickly, and you want to get promoted quickly, you want to see money quickly, you want to help a lot of people quickly, then really, honestly, truly, you have to be willing to put in the graft. Like, and I don't mean like by doing lots of 12 hours a day. That is not what I mean. This is not a full-time job in that respect. What I mean is the effort that you put in the time that you have is really important. So, for example, I'm going to use, for example, for me, when I am on a photo shoot, like, for example, on Friday, I am going up to Manchester for a shoot. So I'll be getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning. My train will be at 6, and it will take me about 50 minutes to get there on public transport in London. And I want to be there early to pick up my ticket. So I need to be up at 4. And I need to get on the train at 6. Then I have 2 hours, so I'll either sleep and catch up on sleep, depending on what time I go to bed, because I don't want to look knackered for a shoot. And it's funny because sometimes I play up in my head. I think, oh my God, should I work instead? But then I have to remember and prioritize that my other career is something I'm taking seriously and also very important to me. So what I mean by that, and what I want you all to learn from that, is if you enjoy your other job, if you like your other job, you have to understand and try and find some balance in what you're doing. For example, like Jo is a mum. That's not a job, but it's a responsibility, and it's kind of like a job to her, So there's certain parts in Jo's life as a mum that she cannot miss out on, or that she cannot move, and that she needs to be physically there for. So in that respect, like right now, if one of her children hurt herself, or they were in a situation, touch wood, there won't be, but they're in a situation where they need her full attention, Jo will probably not be on this call, which I can't imagine happening, because she is such a go-getter with terms of being on the calls, and this is a really big non-negotiable for her, which I really admire, and I think that's amazing. She has 2 kids under the age of 3, running around at her feet all the time, like meow, 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 meow. Okay, they're under the age of 4, my bad. I think that's even worse because they're toddlers. And she has these kids running around her, and you guys have heard them on the Zoom, like, Mommy, I need this, I need a wee, I need a yoga, I need a food, I'm hungry. And she's like, I've just fed you. And it's crazy, because what can we learn from that, from Jo as a mum? What can we learn? We can learn patience, we can learn perseverance, we can learn resilience. And I really think we've got to take a leaf out of everybody's booking the team, and also other people. Like, I'm spending time right now with, there's 4 people in this flat right now who are all extremely passionate and go-getters in what they do in their life. One of them doesn't do the business, but he's still very passionate about what he does, and he has a really good, he creates good atmosphere about what he wants to do. You know what I mean? And I look at these 3 people that do the business, and they go to work every single day. So ask yourself, do I go to work in my business, or do I treat it like a hobby? Do I really take this seriously? Is this something that I really understand that I need to work at every day in order to be and get where I want to? Ciao.
Hello.
You all right?
Yes, how are you?
Really good. How was your day?
Good.
Do you want to say hi to my team? I'm just on a mini call.
Hello, team.
They're all on mute.
Nice to see you all.
You went to the pools, right? The beach?
No, beach.
Was it nice?
Yes,
It was warm today.
Yeah, so that was good.
It was good. It feels like it's going. We're talking about the clouds. Sorry, everyone. There's a metaphor in that somewhere. They just typed hey. Hey. So what was I saying? Let me remember. How seriously do you take business? There we go. Like, is this something to you? And I know this, I say this to you all the time. Do you know why I say this all the time? Can anybody think and remember?
So we remember it.
Right? But repetition is the mother of all skill. So why do you think you say your affirmations every day? Why do you think I tell you to watch personal development every day? Why do you think you jump on training every week? Why do you think we have WhatsApp messages? Why do you think, do you know what I mean? Do you see what I'm getting at? You've got to really, if you want to take this to the next level, repetition is the mother of all skill, which is why you've got to be on a prospect call at least once a week. So you can hear people talk about the product, so that when somebody asks you, your friend, when she's around for dinner or XYZ, and she says, so what is that stuff you're taking? Or you've made a smoothie, or like Jo made bloody ice cream today, like, instead of me, what's in that ice cream? And like, are you allowed to eat that? I thought you were healthy. And you go, this is actually healthy ice cream. It's got plant-based protein in it. The really, really, really important thing and why I say to you all, get on a prospect call, listen to the products, why I try and encourage you guys to share the products is because you've got to be in an uncomfortable place first. You know, you've really got to get in a place of, oh my God, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, because that's what's going to push you to the next level. So that when your friend asks you, what's in that? You're not like, let me ring my friend Tasha and she can explain to you, like, and don't get me wrong, you can do that when you're with somebody, but they'd be like, but I'm right here, like, why do you need to ring somebody to tell me? Can't you just tell me? Like, haven't you been doing this for a few weeks now? If you're brand new and you started and this is your first week, fine, call me, of course. I'm not saying don't ever do that. And I'm saying, I'm not saying that you shouldn't, what am I doing? Like I'm a golfer. I'm not saying that you can't ring me. I'm just saying that you've really, really, really got to take this just a little bit seriously in the time that you have. I know we have Natasha who's joining, and I know we don't normally have like people that haven't joined the team yet on the call, but I want to encourage all of you, if you have somebody that is considering joining our team and joining our movement, then invite them to one of our training calls and they can see exactly what we're doing and exactly who we are, because really what we're doing is we change people's lives, by the way, like, in case you guys didn't realize, like, we change people's lives. So if people ask you what you're doing, don't be shy. Like, you should be like, actually, I work with the most nutritional product in the world. No, don't say that. Do you know what I mean? Like, when people ask you what you do, what do you say you do? Oh, I do this thing. Yeah, it's all right. It's cool. Or do you like, oh my God, I am part of like one of the most amazing things, is the best thing I ever said yes to. I have a team of people all over the world. Like right now, my mentors, if I was you, I'd be like, right now, my mentor's in Tenerife. Ciao. Right now, my mentor's in Tenerife. She's spending time with a friend. She spent the last 10 weeks traveling. She's coming back to London. She's going back to America in August. Like, find out what that person likes. If you know that's someone that likes traveling, holidays, you got to pick up on that, and you got to talk about that. Let me read this. How we should feel confident enough to be the person who can give a fantastic presentation. If a person who can do a fantastic presentation, we should be able to step in. Yes, exactly. And oh, sorry, I clicked off the Zoom. Am I on? Yeah. And I know sometimes, like, I'm going to do that with you guys sometimes, by the way. That's going to happen. Thank you, Rachel, for that idea. You've really got to get comfortable with wanting to talk about this and being really proud of who you are and really proud of what you do. Model Me is freaking amazing. If you aren't proud to be part of that, then number one, why are you here? No, seriously, like, I'm not being mean right now, but really, why are you here? If you're not proud to be part of this, then I would personally really like to know why, because I have never been prouder to come up with an idea that empowers other people to take control of their life and, their health. And that's not just, it wasn't me that created that idea. Juice Plus created that idea. And I feel very blessed that I can manipulate that and change that into something that is Model Me. Do you know what I mean? And all of you had the opportunity to do that as well. And quite frankly, by not stepping up into who you really are and being proud of this movement and this vision and this journey and being part of a company that really gives a damn about people, then you aren't, like, remind yourself that, like, you owe it to yourself more than anything. And if you don't change anything today, how does your life look in 5 years' time? It's a question you should ask yourself every day. If you aren't motivated enough, ask yourself that question. How does your life look in 5 years if nothing ever changes? How does it really look? Because that's what I had to ask myself for me to take this seriously. And I was in Milan going through the hardest time of my life. I absolutely hated myself. I hated everything that I was, and I hated everything about me, but I'm the most positive person ever, right? And I had to say to myself, how does my life look if nothing changes in 5 years' time? I had to ask myself that question. And that is why Model Me was created. That is why I pushed through every hard day. That is why every single day that I cried every single day. I don't say that for you to feel sorry for me. I say that because we all go through shit, and we all got to go through the shit to go and get the glory days. Look at me now. I have a great tan, which is always a bonus. And I've been traveling for the last 10 weeks, and now I'm spending it with people, spent the last nearly 2 weeks with, like, amazing people that have helped me so much, just like being around that kind of energy, being around that drive, and people that actually are really serious about their life. Like, who are you spending your time with? Are they serious about their life, or are they just like fanning on around and just like, yeah, whatever, life is this? Like, I'm sorry, but I don't want to be around that. So really, 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 how serious do you take your business? How serious do you take your life? Proximity is power. Oh my God. Thank you, Rachel. There's one thing I've learned from this 2 weeks. Oh my God. Proximity is power. I can't tell you how grateful I am. Eliana just spent like an hour going through Facebook adverts with me. And now I have a Facebook advert running, which is when you guys get to SDD, which will be very soon if you want it to be. I'm going to teach you all Facebook adverts and we're going to invest in that with your business then. We're not going to do it before because quite frankly, you don't need to. You can get to SDD by actually writing your list of 100 people and talking to every one of those people. If you're not at SDD yet, you know what the answer is? You have not spoken to enough people. Ask yourself honestly, ask yourself right now, did I write my list of 100 people? Did you really write 100 people? Like, come on, did you really? Like, I'm not even going to look at anybody right now, but did you actually? Or did you say you did? Yeah, I wrote 100 people. You know, I make people send me their list because I'm like, did you send me a list? Because I want to see 100 names on that list. And if you didn't, go back to the drawing board. Go back and write 100 names of people that you know. Not people that you just met on Facebook that you added yesterday. People that you know. People you went to school with. Your mum's friends, your dad's friends, your sister's friends, your kids' friends' mums, your primary school teachers, your colleagues, your, I don't know, your ex. Like, just write the names down. Joe's face. Write the names down. Don't prejudge. You never know whose life you could change. And ask yourself this question. Imagine if, you all know the story of James Sanderson, right? I told someone the story earlier and I'm going to tell it again. James Sanderson is a guy who is PMD, which is top position in our business. Top position. The bonus for PMD is £28,000, by the way. What? I know. £28,000. Imagine what you could do with £28,000. Anyway, James Sanderson, when he started his business 28 years ago, he was actually flew to America for the Juice Plus conference, and there was like a few hundred people there, and he was one of the first people when they introduced Juice Plus, and he came back to England, and there was like barely anybody in the meeting room in London, and he thought, no, you know what, I'm going to do this. He saw the products change his health, his friend's health, and he wrote down a list of about 30 people, and he showed his mentor, his upline, and his mentor went, James, do you really think talking to 30 people is going to really grow your business that much? He said something like this, and he went, okay, I'll go and write a list. So he said, go and write 100 names. So James went and wrote 100 names. Number 66 has earned James Sanderson in 28 years £2 million. So before you try and complain about writing a list of 100 people and moaning about the fact you have to send a freaking message to somebody, how about you ask yourself, what if one of them makes me £2 million in 28 years? Is it worth it? Or should you just give up and not talk to more than 30 people? Is £2 million, does that sound good? Sound worth it? You've got to put yourself in this place of certainty and imagination and belief, because if you don't, then what if? What if you don't? What if you do? What if your life doesn't change in 5 years because you do nothing today? Because you decided one day, you know what, I'm tired today. I'm bored. Like, I'm not going to do my DMO today. It's called a compound effect. You have to do a little bit every single day, and that compound effect over time, 1% growth, my friend said this to me yesterday, 1% growth every single day of the year is 365% in the year. That's why watching a personal development video is so important. That's why saying your affirmations is so important, because 1%, just 1%, not 100, 1% every day is 365% in the year. How freaking amazing is that? And every time you think, oh, I can't do that, or you compare yourself to someone or anything like that, comparing yourself to anybody will kill you. Fact, like, comparison will kill you. Number 2 is comparison is the thief of all joy. Like, try and compare yourself to someone and tell me if you feel happy afterwards. Even if you compare yourself to a bad person, don't do it. Compare yourself to yesterday. How much better are you than yesterday? Are you worse or are you better? If you're not better, then why not? What did you do today? What actions did you take? It's really just about taking a little bit of action every single day and building that compound effect. Imagine if number 66 turned around to you and made £2 million for you in a year, but you've got to be willing to do the work. You've got to actually be willing to get off your ass and do a bit of Goya. You can't expect to be rolling in like, who wants to be on stage in Liverpool? Me, I want to be on stage. Me. Everybody, me. Everyone got their hands up? Megan and Rebecca, can you type? Me. Natasha, I'm going to pretend yours is too, okay? But really, who wants to be on stage? Okay, so now the second question is, are you really willing to do what it takes? Really? Are you willing to be a little bit consistent every single day? Are you willing to put that effort and energy into those people? I'm going to tell you the truth right now. If you're in a bad place, if you're in bad energy, this is the story for you. Remember, I mean, I know I keep relaying it back to me and Milan. I don't really know why I keep doing that. Hopefully it's relatable. Whenever you have a crap day, remember you're human. You're not going to be jumping off the walls, bouncy Larry. Some people on Facebook think I'm happy every day, and I'm like, honey, I'm human. I don't tell them that, of course. You don't need to tell Facebook that. You can be real and be honest, but you don't need to tell people if you're feeling shit. If someone asks you if you're feeling great, you say, yeah, I'm feeling great. Don't tell your prospects you feel shit. Don't do that. It's not a good idea. You want to be good energy. You want to be someone that they come to when they're feeling low. It's funny because I feel like I attract that right now, but that's fine because I'm obviously been put on this earth to give that good energy back out. So that's fine. I'll do whatever I'm supposed to do. So really ask yourself, if you're not in a good place, what can you do to put yourself in that good place? When I was in Milan, this is a hilarious story for you. I created Model Me on the 1st of January. Good timing, right? On the 2nd of January, wait, let me think about this. New Year's Eve was a Saturday night. So yeah, so the 1st of January was a Sunday. I created Model Me. Monday, I wrote a post on Facebook and I said, looking for 2 people to help with our brand new Model Me plan. Who's really serious about taking their health to the next level? I think I got 150 comments, and within 24 hours, I had signed up 12 people to a package. Not one person was on one product. Every single person was on 2 products. So next time somebody says to me, oh, I can't do 12 orders. Oh, sorry, I think I did maybe 25 orders from those 12 people. I can't do, actually maybe more. But okay, let's say 26 orders and 12 people because every single person was on 2 or 3 products. So already, like if that you're thinking about SDD, you are way past SDD. So when you ask yourself, can I do it? Well, the answer is yes, because I did it. And there's nothing special about me that you don't have. Every single one of you could do what I did. Otherwise, we wouldn't be in this situation right now. So I put a post on Facebook, create curiosity on your Facebook. That's what it's for. It's a shopping window for people to come on and go, ooh, do I like what she's doing? If they don't, they ain't going to buy from you. But if they do, they're going to buy from you, right? Then I followed up. Remember that thing called follow up? If you don't follow up, you ain't going to get results. Fact. You got to follow up. You actually have to message people and build a relationship and be their best friend. Like, really, really, really get to know that person, especially even when they've started the business. Don't just leave them. Okay, they joined, bye, next one. Don't do that. Like, actually nurture that relationship. Get to know them. Who are they? Where are they from? What do they do? What do they like? Etc., etc., etc. Because that customer that you look after could turn into your best team member. So you really want to nurture them. So this happened 12 people, let's say in 24 hours. So by Tuesday evening, I was flying to Milan on Wednesday. By Tuesday evening, I was flying. I was like, oh my God, this is great. I had over 3,000 points in my business. It was fantastic. Oh my God, it was so good. I was in such a good place. I think I got paid, like, just to give you an understanding of how quickly you can get paid. I got paid, I think, between 600 and 700 pounds in my business. Okay, Rachel. They don't want to be nurtured. Some of them don't. They just want to take the products and be gone with them. And that's just the way it is. You got to go and find other people. And, 80% of your customers will really appreciate nurturing. The other 20% will just want to be left to it. But you've just got to make sure that they know you're there for them. And that's the best that you can do. So I went to Milan Wednesday. Thursday, I was told that I was a waste of space, XYZ, blah, blah, blah. We don't say that story. And my life completely changed, and it has never been the same since. And I'm happy that happened in the weirdest way, because it's made me who I really am. It's the reason every single one of you is on the team. I have so much belief and faith in that. So that weekend came and I was in the worst place ever. I can't even tell you, I was in the worst place ever. But you know what that first 5 days really of business did for me? Paid me £600. 5 days of business. 5 days of focus, energy, attention, bearing in mind I was spending time with my boyfriend who I hadn't seen properly in ages, and I was leaving again for 6 weeks. I also was packing to go to Milan. I had other stuff going on as well. I wasn't just doing my business for 24 hours a day. I had other stuff going on, but really it's the energy and the attention and the focus that I put in the time that I had. And I used my social media to my benefit. I created curiosity. I added new people every single day. I followed up with those people. I built relationships. I really added value. And we have a way more resources than we did back then. I hadn't even written the Model Me plan. I hadn't even written it. I talked about this thing and I was like, fuck, now I have to write it because I've got 12 people on my plan. I haven't even written this bloody guide. So when I was, I like to say I was like sick because I was not myself, but not like to say, you get what I mean. I was not really me, but what channeled my energy and what put me into a place of really love and hope and faith and that gave me a reason to carry on was this business. It was this team and it was this product. So whenever you're going through something, like, know that you have a bigger purpose and there are people that need you. Whenever you feel like you're not needed and you're not loved in the world, you're needed and you are loved. Every single one of you has customers. Some of you have team members. If you're watching this back as well, some of you have team members. There are people that need you. Your upline, your sidelines, your mentors. We need you. Don't ever think you're not worthy or that you're not needed, because it's absolute bullshit. And that is the bad thoughts in your mind trying to consume you and trying to take you into the bad place. You have to push through it. This is what I did when I was in Milan. I pushed through every single day. I barely slept. I was starving myself and I hated who I was. But every single day I did my DMO. I put myself on the team. I did coaching calls after I'd just hysterically been crying. And then I would be like, and then I would get on a coaching call with someone. And I don't know how I did it, but I did. And the team grew and the customer base grew and I got paid money and people in my team got paid money, which was even more amazing. So really ask yourself, like, when those things happen to you, life is not rainbows and daisies all the time. But I really just wanted to, I think this week I've had a big, I've been thinking not a lot about Milan, but I've been thinking about the growth that I've had and how I'm so glad that I didn't give up. And I just really wanted to share it with you all because I feel like it's something that right now we're in the middle of the month. You can still have a life-changing month. Don't tell yourself that because we're 2 weeks in, you can't have 2.5 weeks left that change your life. And if you're going through shit, which some of us do, that's life, hello. It's okay to not be okay every day, but you've got to learn how to put yourself in a place of want and need and security and love and hope and faith, and know that you have a home, you have a place here, that people love you, they will care about you, they want you to grow, they want you to be the best version that you can. And know that what I went through in Milan was not easy. It was not something that I was glad I went through, but I am grateful for the lessons I learned from the experience that I had. And the reason I share the story is because if I can sign up, 25 orders in 24 hours, then anybody can. Any single one of you can. And that would get you straight away to SDG. It would get you the paycheck that you deserve, and it would get you the recognition that you truly are looking for. So does anybody have, and there's one more thing I want to talk about, but I might mention it on tomorrow's call, so it's not really a necessity, but I'd like to really spend the last 10 minutes on questions, on things that you need help with, what's going on right now in your life. Is there a block? Is there a challenge that you need to get over? What is the mental block or the physical block? Joe, please go ahead.
I'm struggling with the adding new people. I'm still trying to figure out where to add them from. I've tried to join about 5 groups today, but they all seem to be you need approved to join the pages and stuff, and I can't figure out where else I can go.
Wait, pages or groups?
Groups, sorry.
Right, okay, so how I add people is actually now through pages primarily, not groups. Mm-hmm. You can use groups, I'm not saying don't, but you got to wait for those approvals, right? So you don't want to sit and wait all day. You want to go make money. So I would search into, in fact, I'm going to do it right now so I can look. If you go into the search bar on Facebook and you type in mums. I'm just going to type in mums and see what happens. I'm going to type in mums and see what pages come up. And then you can select pages at the top and it will just go onto pages.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Mum's Advice is the top page. I'm going to open it and I'll send you the link. Oh,
cool.
Buggeroos. So Mum's Advice Limited is the thingy.
Mm-hmm.
I would go onto that and so that has 380,000 people that have liked that post. So I would go on, I would find a post, or like Rebecca, you could use Ashy Bynes, who's a fitness model, but she's actually also come up under mums. So different pages will come up, you know? There's one that says, I will name my child Stacey, I will be Stacey's mom, and I will have it going on. Nice. I love that one. That's great. I like that. I'm going to send you that one. Natasha, can you give me something that you like, you enjoy, a hobby, or like something that you like in your life?
Go on, Tasha.
I don't know.
You're a chef,
what do you like doing?
Yeah, but I don't really like doing that as a hobby as much now because I do it for so many hours a week. I would say cliff diving.
Oh, wow, that's cool. Okay, but I'm just gonna show you something on how you could grow your business, like by using speaking to brand new people. So for example, I typed in chef, so there's a thing called Chef Club, which has 8.8 million people have liked that post. So for example, if I was going to go onto Chef Club as a page, and also the body coach came up, so that's another place to add people. I will find a post. Okay, so for example, they have this video post that has 93,000 likes and 19,000 comments. I would go onto those likes and I would add like a mad woman, because this business is a numbers game, and I'm not telling you to treat people like numbers. Don't ever do that. Treat people with love and respect and care and honesty and nurture that relationship. But if you really want to grow your business, if you really want loads of people to see your page, in fact, maybe I wouldn't use Chef Club because that's too many people, because they're from all over the world. Maybe I'll type in Chefs UK and I would find a page that has, you've got to play around and you've got to see, but you might find, especially you too, Joe, or any of you might find that don't try not to add people from too many countries, because you might end up speaking to people in like, you know, parts of the world that we're not even in, and it's not a waste of your time, but kind of is. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit of both. You want to focus on you want to focus on pages in the UK, in Europe, in America. Definitely Europe for the beginning. Definitely the UK, because I find that sometimes people resonate with people from the same country or the same like Europe than they do. Americans have a very different life to us. They do, it's fact. I know it's very westernized, but it's very different. Their mindset and the way they think, and America's so big that you could meet someone in Texas that is a completely different ball game to New York. Do you know what I mean? So whereas the UK is quite small, I would say people in London actually think very differently to outside of London, personally. But most of you on this call actually don't live in London, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. But really, I would just go onto pages, Joe, and I would like just add loads of people. For you, I would find mum groups in England. Or like Rebecca, if you were going to use Ashy Bynes, then maybe, thanks, Bex. If you were going to use Ashy Bynes, then you might want to type in like Ashy Bynes UK page, and then get people from the UK or Europe kind of thing. I'm just watching her video, actually, Ashy Bynes on her Facebook wall. It's really good. I really want to create a Model Me promo video. I want to know if you all think that's a good idea. I really want to do that, like really, really want to do it. So when I'm back,
yes,
I'm going to think of
that's an awesome idea.
Yeah, I'm going to think of who I can speak to. But I want us all to be in it, which is quite difficult because everybody lives all over the world. So maybe I'll just have to do it with the London team and everybody can use it. And at conference, we need to make sure that we do loads of videos. And let's put it out to the universe. By conference, we're going to have someone that can do video editing. Jessie actually can, but, you know, we're going to have more people that do video editing and stuff like that. Yeah, we'll do it at Liverpool for sure. Anybody else have any other questions? I knew you were going to unmute, Rachel. I could see it, but we couldn't hear you. Now I can hear you.
Happening in my head. Right. So when I've been adding loads of strangers, I I like to sort of remember a little bit about them. So when I'm building up a relationship, I can kind of talk to them, because one of the most commonly asked questions is, how do I know you? So obviously when we're connecting, it's nice to tell them how. But if you're just going onto a page and liking loads and loads of people, I'm finding it, because it just takes up so much time writing down who they are and where I found them from. So how do you talk to people who you literally can't remember where you've added them from?
Who, me?
Yeah, like how should we talk to people who, like, so when they say, sorry, do I know you, or how did you find me? If you don't know, then how do I say it? Because I was thinking maybe of just saying, I'm just, you know, I'm trying to fill my life with like-minded people who inspire me, like yourself. Is that a good way to go? Or should I be like,
yeah, that is a good,
yeah,
that's a good way to go. But I mean, I would find a page that you like the most that has like 300,000 likes, for example. Find a page that you feel can relate to you, and have 300,000 likes, etc. And I would like just focus on that for a week. Like just add people every day from that. Add. And then and then every day you have your template ready. And whenever you see somebody's accepted your friend request, it actually comes up on your messenger. That's how I keep track of who's accepted my friend requests. It comes up on your messenger and says, Jerry has added you back on Messenger. Say hi. Facebook does this it's actually a great thing. Then I send them a message and I just straight away go, hey, you've all seen that World Nate template. That's what I'm focusing on right now. I just go, hey, hope you don't mind me reaching out. I'm looking for the people that want to travel, blah, blah, blah. I say a bit about myself, what it is that I'm doing, so that they can understand if they want to be part of our movement. Looking for the people to help promote our online program, Model Me. If you've got your own thing going on, this isn't something for you, then like, no worries. Would love to have a chat anyway. Have a great day. That's what I say. And I send. Most of the time before they get a chance to message me. I get it. A lot of you haven't got the time that I have right now in Tenerife. So I would, in that respect, if somebody texts you and says, hey, do I know you? I send that straight away. I don't give it. I just send the template.
right.
I go, blah, 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 hey, straight away. And if you don't know, I would just be like, hey, I actually use this for a long time. Hey, you came up as a suggested friend. Must be from one of the groups I'm in. You can say that. Okay, cool. I would just say, hey, you came up as a suggested friend. You must be one of the groups. Said, sorry, apologize and be like, sorry if it offended you. I just really wanted to connect with other people that might be into the same things that I'm into.
Okay.
That kind of thing. Remember, I'm going to finish the call by saying this. You have a gift